just send it in the chat. It's the right bottom corner. We will be really excited to hear your thoughts. And let me check. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 10 people in 1 minute. So maybe we can kick it off. Let's kick it off. Jan is here, so really let's kick it off. So let me close this and let's get started. Good, good. So yeah, I'm ready. So thanks again. Thanks everybody for joining this call. We had a lot of questions and also a lot of interest in our new feature, in our new lead generation robots, and I'm very excited to. I'm very excited to be showing you this basically this what we've been working on. So let's really kick it off. What's in it for you today is that I would like everybody to be able to set up own robots, and everybody will get enough credits to generate 500 leads. And if you give us some honest feedback, we will upgrade your account with another 2,000 leads, so you can really test the tool. There is so much feedback coming in, so we are really iterating on the product as we speak, improving the UI, UX. So a lot of feedback. Also, I saw that Hansa, yeah, Jan joined. So thank you very much for all the feedback. We are incorporating it in the next sprint, which is actually starting from tomorrow. So trust me, in a couple of days, everything will be incorporated. So let's kick it off. So why are we actually doing this? Right. So many of you have been sending some cold emails in past, and honestly, everything changed in the last few months. Some people say cold mailing is dying. There's some truth in it, but we would say it is evolving. It's evolving. It's becoming much more technical, and you need to be much more creative. So basically, the old days of just sending emails everywhere without even looking at the website, without qualifying, without any signal or anything. Why is it actually relevant to reach out to these people? It just doesn't work anymore. And this is exactly where our robots and our platform come in. So today, I'll be showing you the first of our robots. There is more of them. I'll focus on the first one, which is generating leads from Sales Navigator. It's not only pulling data from Sales Navigator, but it's also visiting websites of those companies that we extracted. To really look if this company is actually relevant or not based on your own business case or your use case. Then the robot is looking at the people that we extracted, the job title, the experience, if this person really is relevant or not. And then only the relevant leads are being passed further to the campaign. And all the data are being enriched with websites, emails, really anything, so they are really ready for a campaign. And then you can further personalize and make sure that the email is just that the deliverability will be as good as possible. So I would say why we didn't jump directly into it. Don't you want to add something?
I think you basically covered everything, so we can jump into it.
All right. As you can see, we are not the super TV stars yet. So but we are trying to bring in more and more content to our users. So we would like to do this as frequently as possible. So let me share my screen, and here we go. Tom, I think can you allow
Uh,
me to share the screen?
yes, I will check it out. Uh, so can you try that again?
Yes, now it works. All right. So good. Here we are. So hopefully you can see my screen. This is just to give you rough, this is some of the campaigns that we've been running recently. As you can see, well, for the campaigns where we are not even tracking open rates, we easily get to 8, 6, 7% reply rate, which is pretty good, considering considering that the average on the market is 1% reply rate. Now I'll show you actually why. Uh, Let me log out first, so everybody knows how to start. Just go to leadspicker.com. This is our website. You can click on get started, and if you are using Google or Microsoft, then it's really one click to sign up like this. Good, and you are in the platform. In the platform, you can start new project by clicking at the button add new project, and just name the campaign. So one project is one campaign. So ideally, we use one really good message for one campaign, and then you can set up multiple robots which are generating leads for one project. So let's call it uh, group onboarding test or session test, like this. So let's call this project group onboarding session test. Now you have multiple ways how you can actually import data. The old ways is that you can upload data from the CSV file, or then that's this option. Or then, which is a little bit more, let's say, recent, is that you can keep adding people from LinkedIn by one, or just one page by another from our Chrome extension. You might know tools like Lucia, very, very simple. That's this option. But we are talking about something completely new, which is that the robot will do the prospecting every day for you, so you don't need to think about it. And this is this option, which is using robots. If you click on that, there is a menu of robots which are basically pre-built workflows that are using different API tools. It's using also always the latest GPT model, unless we decide to choose some better model. And this is a menu where you can choose a robot, you can customize it a lot, and we are also adding more and more robots. Today, we will focus on the Sales Navigator monitoring one, which will be generating leads from LinkedIn Sales Navigator every day, every week, every month. But just to let you know, we have also other robots, and these three robots are basically focusing on signal-based outreach, where you can track the LinkedIn post of your own LinkedIn post or LinkedIn posts of your competitors, or basically anybody or any company on LinkedIn. Or you can just track the whole feed and look for keywords, and then generate leads out of authors if it's relevant, or out of the people who engaged, like liked or commented on the post, or out of people, so basic out of the audience. And then again, where the AI comes in is that not every post is relevant. So if somebody is posting about how they're expanding to new market, then this is maybe relevant for you to reach out right now, right? But if they are posting about having a honeymoon, then probably you don't want to reach out to them. The same applies for the people who liked and commented. Not everybody is relevant, right? So you want to target only the ones who are actually fitting your your persona. We can talk about this later. We are also posting a lot of videos on our LinkedIn account, so you can look at it. But today, let's focus on the Sales Navigator. Yeah, and one last, which is still in development, it's the job portal. So you can actually monitor people. So you can monitor companies that are hiring for certain positions on LinkedIn Jobs and some other local portals, and reach out to them. For example, let's say if somebody is hiring the new marketing manager, then what you can do is that you can set up a robot that will get triggered, that will basically monitor job sites, and when somebody is looking the new marketing manager and you are in the marketing services, you can just reach out to them and rephrase what you found in the information, and use it for your outreach. So something like, yeah, I noticed that you are looking for a marketing manager responsible for XYZ. This is our value proposition, blah blah blah. So this is a signal based outreach. So let's move on and start with this the robot which we are here today for. So when you start, oh, let me one more thing. Yeah, let me do one more thing, because if you are starting for the first time, you won't have. Uh, sorry, let's start from scratch. If you will be starting from scratch, you won't have our browser extension installed yet. We are using the browser extension to look at your filter on the Sales Navigator, or view the post that you would like to scrape. This is very minimal. You know, this is the most safest uh, way how to get data from LinkedIn. We are not using your LinkedIn to visit people, do real visits to scrape the profile. We are using other infrastructure for this, but to really to see your sales navigator, your search, or the post of your first level connections, we need to connect to your LinkedIn account. And you would do it like this. So if you are here for the first time, it will tell you that you need to install the Chrome extension. It's one click. It will direct you to the Chrome web store, where you click on Add to Chrome, you confirm, and yeah, that's it. The extension has been installed. So you go back and you connect your LinkedIn account like this. That's it. So now your LinkedIn is connected, and you don't need to connect it this again. So what I'm going to do today is that I would like to, and you can really customize this for your particular business case. But today I will be looking for people on the positions founder, co-founder in United States, and I want to find only the ones that are working on their own products, or their own services. So I don't want any advisors or any custom development. Studios. I just want companies that might actually even be called startups or tech companies in general, but this is something where we will use AI. So let's call this robot new uh, founders. There are just three inputs that are requested from you. The first one is to put in the Sales Navigator search URL. So let's go to Sales Navigator like this, and filter out the people you are interested in. So I would say we are looking for the founders, anybody with the title founder or co-founder, or maybe even CEO, CTO, COO. Yeah, like this, and really just you name it. Let's do North America. I would say that I want only new startups. So I would say only founder who is in the company in less than 1 year. Uh, that's probably relevant for me. And what else we could do? Yeah, maybe company headcount. So let's do it 1 to 10, 11 to 15, maybe even like this. Some companies are hiring quite a lot of people quickly. Yeah, so as you can see, some of them so sales navigator is always returning a lot of false positives, and every lead agency out there, including us in past, all they do is they export leads from any database. Sales navigator, it's it's probably the best database out there. Maybe they use some like Apollo or something else, but they basically just export data from database, and then they need to look at the website, look at the people, and classify if they actually are relevant. And as you can see, there's a lot of people who are not relevant. So doesn't matter how you filter, you will always find some people which are irrelevant, some companies that are not relevant, and you will not be able to decide if they are relevant or not until you actually look at the website. And this is where the robot comes in. So let me put here the filter. Now, well, this is important. Here, this is the space where you can write a GPT prompt. So for anybody who doesn't know how the GPT works, so maybe you have experience with the GPT chat. So basically, this is the text that you are sending to GPT and asking for questions. So what we are doing here is that uh, we here have a prompt or kind of a command or question for the AI where we ask the AI to classify the following company as either yes relevant or not relevant based on descriptions. And now the description is that we provide company name. This is, this will be the company name of the script company. Then description here, we will automatically in basically put the description from the website, and here we'll put the link in the description. So these are basically the summary of what they have on the website, what they have on the LinkedIn in the about section. So anything where like a human, when SDR is actually classifying companies relevant, not relevant. So this is where they are looking at LinkedIn and at website. So we will send this information to AI. Now we are describing for the AI what are the classification criteria, and this is the space where you can basically describe your use case. Like here, I'm basically asking that relevant company is, and now I can be really creative. Like relevant company is in this case, a technology company that develops and offers its own software or hardware product. Companies that offer consulting, advisory, or custom development services are marked as not relevant. You can write really anything. We have customers who are manufacturing companies, but they don't want every manufacturing company, but only specific manufacturing company. Or you can really ask basically anything. You can ask if the company is a that you want only, let's say, B2B SaaS companies, and you define that the SaaS company is probably that company that is having on the website, subscription, which is very specific to SaaS business, like different tiers, different pricings. You can really think about your use case, why a company might be relevant for you or not, and just write it here. So let's do something like relevant companies. Let's say, make it very simple. Uh, Relevant company, maybe a startup company is a company that, like this. Startup company is a company that develops and offers its own software or hardware product, uh, ideally based on some proprietary technology. Sorry for typos, but luckily AI can work even with typos. Companies that offer consulting, advisory, custom development services are um, less likely. Startups whose marked as not relevant. What else? Let's see how this gonna work. Maybe I should be more specific. But again, so here, this is very important. I want the AI to answer yes relevant or not relevant, because only the answers yes relevant will be taken into the second step, which is classifying also the people. So here I will repeat shortly, like yes relevant, Uh, if the company can be classified as, maybe I would take out the technology company, just as a company with own software or hardware product, not relevant if the company can't be classified as company with own software or hardware product. So this is something which you are not able to find out from Sales Navigator. You just need to look at the website. Please provide only yes relevant, not relevant answers, and yeah, thank you AI for the classification. Now, the last step is that we will also look at the people. Uh, so if you look again at the Sales Navigator, I will classify if these people are actually really relevant. So this one is relevant for me, but probably media strategist not really. So so again, I will describe that I want only job titles that correspond with the listed roles, and I want CEO, CTO, CEOs, founders, co-founders, business owners, managing director partners. That's fine, but I don't want any media, strategic, whatever job title that will be classified as not relevant. Again, I tell AI to classify this as relevant, not relevant, and here I will provide the present details. So it will classify based on the name and based on the position, and also we can put it we can even put the about me section, but I think in this case it will be quite understandable from the job title. Yeah, and basically that's it. You can set up the frequency once daily, every 3 days, or you can basically set up any frequency, which is especially useful if you're using this, which is actually my favorite thing. Uh, it's changed jobs recently, which is that they became founders, co-founders in the last 3 months. This is very important because then you have a trigger, which is that they just became a new, founders, co-founders, etc. Also, what I like is that they recently posted on LinkedIn, so maybe let's turn it on because then you can use the post that they made and use it for AI personalization. Good. Maybe let's do this filter. That will be actually better. Good. Today we'll do it once. Here you can just set up how many leads you want to scrape. Uh, the more you add, the longer it takes. I think one Sales Navigator one run it gives you 2.5 thousand leads. So if you want to get more, you should narrow down the search. I mean, like that you can divide it by countries, etc. But yeah, right now I'll do it just let's say on maybe let's do 50. So what do you think? Let's do 20. Let's do 10. Let's see how it works, and then we can add.
Uh, yeah, let's test it out the 20, but based on a classification, by the end of the day, you can have only one or two leads. So I don't here it depends.
Yeah, let's do 20 because what's going to happen is that data will be scraped from Sales Navigator. Then robot will visit 20 websites, then decide if it's relevant or not, and for the ones which are relevant it will check the profiles of all those people, decide if relevant or not, and then we go and we look for the website and all the other things. So as you can see, the robot is running. Right now it tells you always what it does. So right now it's classifying the companies, which means data are scraped. Now it classifies the companies. Is the company relevant or not? In our case, is it do they provide own product or not? This might take a while because it's scraping the websites in real time, and yeah, in a while we will get results. Before this is done, maybe let me quickly maybe let me show you how it looks when the data are done, and then we can go back and see how the results look like. So let me log in to yeah, let me log into this account. Good. So this campaign was completely made by a robot. We are here, as you can see. was done yesterday in the evening. It generated 1,700 leads, and it focuses on yeah, by the way, if you keep it blank, you take all you take everything. So here in this campaign we wanted to focus on new salespeople in UK who just has been hired recently. We don't care from what company or industry they are, but we really care about they need to be really in the fields related to sales, business development, etc. And yeah, the robot generated leads for the campaign, and here's the campaign. So as you can see, we got the name, we got emails which are being verified or catch all. I recommend to send out emails to only to verified ones, and then if the reputation is good, then you might consider also sending to catch alls. But only if you have very good reputation and the message really works, and if the yeah, basically we could talk about it maybe some other day. We got the LinkedIn account, we got the company name, company website, company LinkedIn, the position, and the source of from which robot it is. And as you can see, one interesting thing which we did here already, if you scrape the profiles, if you scrape the job titles and the company names, very often, here am I, very often you get positions like this. VP of Sales, EMEA and APEC, or Sales Manager, Architecture and Design. These job titles, these positions are a little bit too long, right? So if you would like to use it in the message, I see that you work as a sales manager. Probably you will not use this because it sounds just strange. Like I see that you are the area sales manager, Scotland and Northern Ireland, or this surgical solution Southwest. So this is just too long. So what you can do is that you can use our magic columns, which are also infused by AI, to rewrite, for example, also the company names like LTD, Incorporated, etc. The charity IT specialists. So these script data are not really clean, so you can use our magic columns to clean the company name. I'll show you how. It's again AI involved. So basically, I just ask AI to look at the company name and shorten it without the things like LTD, Incorporated, blah blah blah. I gave it the input, which was the company name. Click on the preview, and yeah, I saw that AI helped me to clean the company names. So when I use it in the message, it's cleaned like a human would write. So if you click on submit here, it makes it just cleans it for the entire data set. It's a big help. We used to do it manually, and the same thing we did here for the positions. So I don't want such a long positions, so I just asked AI to rewrite it. I gave it actually one example, so it understands what it should do, and I got nice, nice job titles cleaned. Uh, you can do much more. I'll show you. So you can, for example, scrape the latest LinkedIn posts, which is really cool, like that. And if you wait a while, our tool is now scraping the LinkedIn post um, of those persons. And if there hasn't been anything in the last, I think, 3 months, then we just provide the latest company LinkedIn post. So as you can see, we are slowly pulling the data like this. So let's look at them. So here he's sharing some exciting news. Yeah, as you can see, really is a new hire. So he just started as a new pre-sales technician consultant at SmartDesk. This is pretty good. Yeah, beginning my journey. So as you can see, they are really new in the job. Tom, do you want to, if you want to say something, because I heard that you might be adding something, but yeah, I'll go back into the robots in a while. It might be finished, but just wanted to show you that you can really use AI on the way to really personalize our message. So what I will do last one thing, which is I want to make a personalization one-liners or icebreakers from LinkedIn posts, and I would do it like this. I would call the AI column, call it icebreaker, and here I would say analyze the LinkedIn post on the input and finish a sentence with this prefix. Uh, I saw your LinkedIn post. The output should be max words and focus only on business related posts. And yeah, here is the input. And I'll choose this variable field as input. If I click on preview, I can see how it looks before I actually, sorry, again, preview, good. I say in the post about your new smart desk. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit polishing. Maybe let's do just 11 words. Yeah, I think here we didn't have the post, but we can solve it with these yes no features. But that's maybe for later. But you can really play around and just create personalization icebreakers for all the people at once, like this.
Basically, the missing input can be also solved during sending outreach. Basically, there is
Yeah,
ability to skip the rows where missing some variables fields. So basically,
yeah.
you just keep the basic settings that we have in a platform set properly, and
Hmm.
basically we skip the rows where something missing. That's basically the best way how to
Yeah.
solve that.
So now let me quickly look at our robot if it's already done. Oh yeah. No, it's not. It's not done yet. So it's still taking a while. Let me check. What are the logs? Hmm. So let's export where we are. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So let me. Uh, okay. Let me log in back to this account. And so interesting thing happened. It's finished. If you look at the data, it gave me 0 leads. But if you look at the data, I think it's because we gave it only 20 leads. So maybe let's do 50 now. But what is important is that if you look at the data, you see actually what the robot did. And if I go into the data, like here, uh, you can see based on what the robot was working. So maybe let's open it.
Maybe let's open that in a spreadsheet. Basically, the spreadsheet
Yeah,
will
yeah,
be more structured.
yes. I will open it in a spreadsheet. So it basically rejected. Here we go. So it, you know, there are two important status: company status, and the robot basically rejected these companies that they are actually not startups, and the others without the status had missing websites. And then there is persona status, and yeah, it's actually has been rejected, and this one, yeah, this one passed. So maybe let's make it in a bigger sample. Well, also I can show you how the raw data look at the bigger one. So if I would go back to the other account, Well, there's not that many startups worldwide, so to hit them when looking only for 20 companies might not be the highest chance. But let me show you the raw data for the sales managers. So if I look at the robot, so it made 1700 leads, and if I export the data again and I open it, we'll see that the limit was, I think, 2500. So in 1700 cases, it marked the lead as passed, like this. So company is passed, 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 and the person has been also marked as, some of them are rejected, some of them duplicate, passed, passed, rejected. So not everything has been accepted. So we look at some rejected company, person, company. So customer relations. So there's not a salesperson in. Yeah, that's not what I was asking for. Like this one rejected. So if you look at it, it's yeah, placement manager also not. You know, AI decided it's not relevant. Rejected. So what is here? Regional manager at Leisure United. It's not very specific if they are in sales or not. And if you look at some companies, so some job titles that passed, for example, here, so we have the account director. This is related to sales. If we take past here, sales manager, etc.
I think in meantime, when the robot will finish work, will be also good to show how to enrich the emails, because at this moment we are not enriching the emails automatically, and you need to use one additional click directly in a platform.
Mhm.
So maybe Vlastě show where to enrich the emails also.
Is this if you want to enrich emails, you just click on magic columns and click on enrich emails, and then the email enrichment will start. So in this project we already have some leads, so maybe let me, yeah, let's look here. So this is interesting. So this is let's look here. So this is, our colleague was probably trying to get the people who liked and commented on his latest posts. So if I click on enrich emails and confirm, it will, yeah, it starts looking for those emails. One important thing is that in in next week we are actually going to rebuild the pricing, and we are going to charge one credit only per lead that has been marked as relevant and that has a found email, and you can do, whatever automation, sorry, whatever any magic column on top of it. So we are not going to charge different credits for different features. Instead, it's very simple: one relevant lead, one credit, with email, with personalization, with script, LinkedIn profile posts, AI columns, anything. So I think this will be very simplified and very, I think, fair business model. Good. So also, maybe I forgot to mention that the platform is not only to generate leads, but it's also made for optimized outreach in 2024, which is that you can put in different sequences of emails and LinkedIn. Also, different messages. You can combine LinkedIn and emails. You can do wait a couple of days before the other message goes out. And a very important thing is that you can send emails from actually unlimited amount of inboxes. So you can really have one account and do control sales for the whole organization, for your clients, or as we do, we want to have a large scale. We really go low volume from one email, but then we keep rotating them to make sure that we can hit the scale that we need. But at the same time, from one email we are sending maximally let's say 15 emails per day, so we don't trigger any spam filter. So you can plug in as many emails as you want. This set up how many emails you would like to send per day, and do some other basic settings. Yeah, the other part is the reporting, so you can see what was the how many responses you got at what stage. Yeah, we already show you the robots, and the last part is blacklist. And the blacklist is that, yeah, it's very important if you're running multiple campaign, or running it for multiple people. It's very important to make sure that one person doesn't reach out to the same people. So in this platform you can easily just blacklist leads from different projects with the current project, or you could just copy and paste list of your customers to make sure that you don't reach out to them, etc. So it's a basic feature, but it's been very useful and good. Yeah, I think let me check again if the robot is done. But anyway, anybody, I welcome everybody to try it out. So just go to leadspicker.com, sign up, and try the robot. Once you sign up, we will upload your account with enough credits for 500 leads. And if you provide us feedback or send us screenshot, ideally, if you provide us feedback and send it, in the provide a feedback on G2 platform, then we will upload you another 2000 credits, so you can really test out the tool properly. So let me now look at the account. So we are working on making it faster. So this is just a matter of infrastructure. So let me log.
In the meantime, if you have some question, so you can basically use the chat, or also I can invite you directly here on a call to ask directly. Just let us know in the chat if you have some questions.
Mhm. Yeah, the robot is still working. So go. Time is running up. I think the best thing you can do is just to try it yourself, and yeah, really let me know. Let me know how it works. I think we don't need to wait for the robot to be done. Uh, yeah, just try it out, and let us know. Maybe let's now have few minutes left for questions. How it works with answer reply. Is it capable of some level of answers? Really good question, and I really like this question because so we have some news. It's been 1 week or 2 weeks since we passed our security audit with PwC, and we got the second high security scope from Google, which allows us to ask users for permission to read emails, and this allows us to do exactly this feature. I mean, we will be now with the higher security scopes, we will be able, if you allow us to do it, to analyze the responses, classify them if they are relevant. I mean, if they are an interest or not, and trigger an automated reply. But this is a feature on our product map, so you can stay tuned. But really want to automate the process. Uh, yeah,
It should be done in 2 or 3 weeks, basically, in a production. So
and it's a really great question, because if you respond within a minute after somebody answers, then the probability to jump on a call or to have meeting, it's much higher than if you reply in 5 minutes, in 1 hour, in one day. And mostly uh, we are just replying more or less the same. So all our salespeople, they have kind of templated answers, which is like, yeah, just here is my calendar link, blah 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 blah. So this is something that can be automated as well, and AI is smart enough today to classify email as yes, yeah, to just that, yeah, these guys are interested, or somebody else just want to unsubscribe. So we do it.
Uh,
Another question.
uh, so basically, we can start with another question. It looks like a number game. How is true leadership accomplished? I don't know if I understand correctly your question, Tristan. So I can invite you. Basically, I can basically send you the
Hmm.
ability to speak to elaborate more your
Yeah.
question.
Maybe can you just here. Hi Tristan. I think your mic is muted.
In the meantime, I answer on another question. Yes, we also support the Outlook. At this moment, we support the Gmail accounts and Outlook accounts. And for both providers, we have the same scopes to sending emails and also do the inbox management. And right now, the Tristan. Sorry for that.
No worries. Do you hear me correctly now?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, yes, we do.
Perfect. So it looks like a lot of messages are still sort of standardized. And what I'm looking for is really a personal, to be able to make a personal connection based on a buyer intent trigger somehow.
Yeah. So this is the direction where it's all going. So I agree. The sales navigator is like the basics. Honestly, the only signal which I really like is if they have posted, and then I'm looking for relevant posts, or if they has been hired. But the other robots, maybe I can quickly, yeah, actually sign up from this one. But the other robots, they are monitoring, for example, newsfeed on LinkedIn, and this is where you can really personalize, because you can, what you can do is that you can put there, let's say, on all your network, or companies you are following, and then wait for the trigger. So this robot will visit, let's say, profiles of all your customers, look at their posts, and if they are mentioning that they are expanding to new market, then makes the lead, and you can then use AI to rephrase it in the message and tell them, "Hello, Frank. Hi, Frank. I saw your LinkedIn post that you are expanding to Germany, and we can do this. In can be done in a couple of minutes or hours, depends how frequently you will launch the robot." So also the other thing is that uh, you should be targeting ideally engaged people, and what we like is to target audience of similar products or maybe even competition, and then yeah, so these people are already engaged. They might or might not be in the buying process already, but yeah, if you know that they really like, let's say, sales automation, you can reach out to them and basically tell them that you notice that they like this, and why you think that this your service is actually also something that they might like. um, there is a couple of cases, right? Did I answer your question?
Yes, absolutely. It sounds really good.
Yeah, and like, this is just the beginning. It started. So we've been building Legion workflows for a lot of customers in low code, using tools like Phantom Booster, Apify, Clay, and connecting everything and building it for them. And then we realized it's like 80% of the technical part is always the same, and then you can customize it very quickly, and also the most frequent use cases are easily to be transferred into form with just free fields, free questions. So we are adding more and more workflows and more robots, so anybody can use it without the knowledge of coding or some anything really really complicated. Good. Tom, do we have some other questions?
Uh, I will check it out. So basically, it looks like that we answered all questions. Is there somebody that have some other question or would like to also ask us directly here on the meeting? Just let us know.
If not, then guys, really go to leadspeaker.com. I'll put it here and just sign up, and we will add accounts. We'll add accounts to your credits to your account, and yeah, you can try it out. If something doesn't exactly work as you expected, on the right bottom corner it's our chat intercom. Just message us. We are available all the time, and we incorporate the feedback quickly. Yeah. So the answer here, yeah, it works actually in all languages. So not only English. I saw we had a lot of visitors from uh, from Czech and Slovak, which is where we come from. So yes, it supports. You can send emails in any language, and also which is specific to our language. You can use vocative, which means that you can just use the language properly when the fifth. It's not the fifth fall. It's the fifth. How do they call it? It's vocative, so you can really use the language properly.
And
All right. Mhm.
also, guys, if you will trying your first robot and will you have some problem with a prompt, so the easier way how to reach out is directly to intercom. We will try to help you to set it up everything properly. Or second way is reach out us directly on the LinkedIn. Here will be the answer a little bit slower, but we will do our best to help you and assist you. And at this moment, we just trying to simplify the whole interface of the robots, because the write the prompt properly is time to time pretty tough. So we are trying to do our best to simplify as a possible. Uh,
and and the tool is changing every day based on the feedback. So as one user said, you need to dumb it down. So we are making it in even more even simpler. So I hope you will like the new version, and we are releasing new updates basically every week. So I think if we have no more questions, then thank you a lot for joining our first ever session like this. We'll do this hopefully every week. So we can next time we can talk more about the other robots, or we can focus more on the other features. But really, I think this is the one-stop shop what you need for signal-based cold mailing to work again in 2024. Thank you very much for joining, and yeah, have a nice day. And thank you, Tom, for organizing this.
I just stopped the recording, hopefully. Okay, so right now I stopped the recording.